Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate two tasks that are going to explore cognitive development, specifically in Piaget's formal operational stage. This stage typically starts around age 11, and it is involving abstract thinking, logical reasoning, and an approach to problems systematically. For this experiment, I'm going to be working with Bailey, and she is going to complete hypothetical thinking and proportional reasoning. For the first part of this video, I'm going to give Bailey a hypothetical situation, such as what if people were born without thumbs. This is going to allow Bailey to think outside of the box and engages that abstract thinking and considers a broader approach of an imaginary scenario. Then we are going to move on to a proportional reasoning task. I am going to present two pitchers of water, one with a smaller amount, one with a larger amount, with two different sizes of glasses. And I'm going to ask Bailey to predict how the amount of water is going to change if we report them into two different other glasses. This is going to test Bailey's ability of thinking logically and understand proportions. So we are going to get started. The next couple of clips is going to be our experiment. Hi Bailey, I'm going to ask you an interesting what if question today. Okay, so I want you to answer the question of what if people had no thumbs? What would life be like? What would everyday life be like? What would be some things that you could do, and what would be some things that you could not do?
Be pretty hard. Like gripping things and stuff like that.
Okay. Anything else?
Some people fidget with their thumbs and it kind of distracts them. So if they didn't have thumbs, it may help with their distraction though.
Okay. All right. Can you think of anything else that would be different, maybe for things like sports or creating art?
Creating art, it'd be hard to grip your pencil and stuff like that, and then sports, I play softball, and so it'd be hard for me to grip the ball because that thumb, it holds the other side of the ball.
Okay, yeah, great job. Okay, Bailey, we are moving on to a different task. I have two beakers. One of them is smaller, one of them is bigger. Now I am going to pour this in here. Can you tell me anything about the water changes?
So this one may be a different temperature because it's less water, so it heats up or cools off faster, and this one may be warmer or colder.
Okay, all right. Now, what if I pour this in here? Can you tell me about the differences in the amount of water?
Well, now this one has less, this one has more, but it's not really that way because this is such a big vase or whatever, and this one is so small.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your time. So we have completed the two tasks with Bailey, and in the first part of this video, Bailey was able to explain the hypothetical question of what if people had no thumbs. And this was designed to test abstract thinking and kind of give and demonstrate the ability to think beyond the box. And Bailey did that. Whenever I asked her about the thumbs, she said that people would no longer be able to fidget with their thumbs, and that would cut out a lot of distractions, which I thought was very interesting. And then she was able to give an immediate response when I asked her about about sports or creating art. And she said that she plays softball and that it would not be optimal to use a glove with no thumb because you really have to have the thumb to be able to catch a softball and use a softball glove. In the second part of this video, we did the proportional reasoning task, and I had two different size beakers with two different amounts of water in them. Bailey was able to predict how the amounts of water would change in different size containers. She was able to grasp logical reasoning whenever I poured different water amounts in both of the different beakers. She was able to say that even though the two beakers are different sizes, whenever you looked at the smaller beaker, you were able to see that there were more water in the smaller beaker because of how small it was, but also it was different with the bigger beaker. So, in conclusion, this experiment demonstrates Piaget's theory to help us understand development in cognitive thinking in children as they grow, particularly in how they shift to a more abstract thinking whenever they get older. This is a very helpful framework to use in education to see how children think about the world and how they solve problems and how they could plan for future scenarios. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video gave you more of a clear understanding of how Piaget's theories work in practice.